What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here with your second stimulus check update. In this video, we're going to go over new second stimulus check news and also why the federal unemployment boost money is likely to grow higher here as the negotiations for the second stimulus package go on. But first, if you're new to the channel, make sure you click the subscribe button down below. This way you won't miss out on second stimulus check news and information about the federal unemployment boost money being extended. Me and my wife do hours of research for you guys every single day to bring you the newest news about the second stimulus check. So this way you can just watch our daily videos and get all the information about the stimulus check and the unemployment information. Also, if you can hit the like button for me down below, it really helps out my channel. Okay, so here's why we're going to see more unemployment extension money higher than what the Republicans want. So if we go back just a month or two ago, the Republicans wanted no extension of the unemployment money. They didn't want to extend it. They wanted to have $0. They wanted everybody to go back to work. Well, what happened is we started to see all-time highs of virus cases and states actually shutting back down and the economy not getting better at all. So what happened is as the weeks went by and the economy wasn't getting better, states were shutting back down, the Republicans started to warm up to the idea of more unemployment money and extending the unemployment benefits. So in their newest recent proposal, about a week or so ago, they came out with a $200 per week unemployment bonus extension for a month or two, depending on when they would pass this bill. And then that $200 would go away, and the unemployment would then be 70% of what you made at your previous job. So you would get it from the state and the federal government as a bonus up to 70% of what you made. Now, here's the problem with that. First of all, the states don't get the federal government information on your tax returns that goes on your federal tax returns. All 50 states don't get that information. They literally don't even have that data to even work with. The second problem is that these states and even the federal unemployment boost computers are running on very old software that was likely made over 10 years ago. There is no possible way that they're going to be able to send out a boost check based on a percentage amount of what you made. If you know, there were lots of states that had delays with even being able to process the boost money on top of the state unemployment and being able to figure all that out. And all it was a simple $600 addition, and the computers couldn't process it. States like Florida had their unemployment delayed for weeks and even months. And there's actually been class action lawsuits against the federal government because they took so long to get people their money, and people are out there starving, waiting on this money, and the government just literally can't handle even the $600 boost. So how on earth are they going to be able to handle a new calculation based on 70% of your income, and every single person's income is a different number, and then they have to try to figure out 70% of that? It's likely never going to happen, and it's surely not going to happen within the next 30 to 60 days. And officials have said that it's going to cost billions of dollars to even attempt to perform these upgrades on these old computer software systems, trying to get this information out for millions of Americans. So what has happened is we're starting to see Republicans realize this and raise their amounts that they want to send out for unemployment and make the amounts higher. In addition to that, both Republicans and Democrats know that if they want to get reelected, that passing more stimulus money and more unemployment benefits to help out millions and millions of Americans with government money that has been paid previously by taxpayers and now giving some of that money back is the best way to get reelected. Whether you're a Democrat official or a Republican, if you want to get reelected, you better make the people in your state happy. Or else you're going to have a hard time competing against somebody new who says that they do want to do those things for the residents in that state. And even President Trump, the lead Republican, has been saying now 2 different times that he wants a larger stimulus check. In fact, in the last week, President Trump expressed his dismay against the Republicans with only a $1,200 check and a small amount of unemployment extension. He knows his ticket to victory is to give out more stimulus checks and increase the unemployment, not only the extension, but the amount of the money. And with the Democrats saying they're not going to accept the $200 per week, why not make it your idea to have it be more money instead of the Democrats getting the credit for it? Instead of risking the election by being stingy and not giving some of the taxpayer money back to Americans during this once in 100-year pandemic that doesn't come around all the time. And with that being said, that's exactly what we're starting to see from not only President Donald Trump, but also the Republicans that are in support of any more stimulus. There's a few Republican senators that aren't going to vote for any more stimulus. Those guys are probably going to get voted out. Who's going to vote for them again? I don't know, but the other Republicans and President Donald Trump, who is urging Mitch McConnell and his Republicans to go along with this plan, are now starting to propose higher unemployment numbers and possibly even higher stimulus check numbers. And we're already starting to see new proposals coming from Republicans that is going to increase the amount of unemployment benefits for Americans. U.S. Senators Susan Collins, Mitt Romney, and Martha McSally today introduced legislation that would prevent Americans from experiencing a sudden lapse in their supplemental benefits. It would ensure unemployed workers received supplemental federal benefits that will maintain an average of $400 per week for the next 3 months as those payments are phased down. How this would work is this would allow states to choose one of the two options: an immediate 80% wage replacement, which we know is not possible. It's going to take billions of dollars and months of time to implement that, or a declining amount starting at $500 per week in August, $400 per week in September, and $300 per week in October, and provide an additional $2 billion for states to update their systems, their computer systems, their software that handles all this information to better handle targeted wage replacement. Now we're starting to see the more reality of what we're going to see with unemployment extensions and even larger and more stimulus checks coming out in the future. All these guys want to get reelected. They know it's the best thing for our economy right now. If the unemployment money goes away and there's not more stimulus, our economy is going to crash. There's millions and millions of people out of work. They can't go back to work because of the virus. And there's many businesses out of work, so there's just not even jobs to go around. So you can see the Republicans have went from $0 a week unemployment to $200 per week, and now literally within a week they're now going up to an average of $400 per week. It would basically start at $500 per week for a month, then $400 per week for a month, and then $300 per week for a month. Even with that, that's already an increase up to $400 per week. Now the small problem with that is, again, the computer systems won't be able to process that sliding scale of 500, 400, 300, and that's why in this bill they're going to give $2 billion to computer systems to upgrade that. And even then, they might not have the time to be able to do that in time to be able to process that sliding scale. So with that being said, we now know the Republicans are willing to do $500, $400, $300 a week, and the Democrats are going to negotiate with them. So we're probably just going to see an extension of the $600 per week, probably till around the end of the year. I mean, we're already in August, so I don't think they're going to extend it for 2 months. You can see that bill was already for 3 months, before the Democrats negotiate. So we'll probably see an extension all the way to the end of the year. And I think it's very likely it's going to still just be $600. It's going to be at least $400. So let me know your thoughts on that down below in the comments. Now that the Republicans are willing to do at least $400 per week, do you think we're going to get $400 per week or $600 per week as the unemployment extension? And how long do you think it will go? In addition to that, we're starting to see the Democrats make some progress with the Republicans on their negotiations. Both sides are in agreement of a stimulus check of at least $1,200. They're negotiating on possibly making it higher and also the amount that is going to be for dependents. The Republicans in their HEALS Act want $500 for dependents, and the Democrats wanted in their CARES Act $1,200 for dependents. And these dependents will be for all people, whether you're an adult dependent, a child dependent, the checks will be for everybody. So the dependents are going to get between $500 and $1,200, and adults are going to get at least $1,200 or possibly even more. I will keep you guys updated on this. The Democrats and the Republicans are meeting almost every single day during the week. So we're going to have tons of news coming out about the federal unemployment boost money being extended and also the next stimulus check. So make sure you guys have hit the subscribe button down below so you don't miss out on any of these new news. You can click the little bell icon next to the subscribe button so you get notified when I upload a new video, and make sure to hit the like button for me down below. It really helps out my channel. And you can watch this top video here. It's my most recent second stimulus check video. And this bottom video is about us possibly getting multiple stimulus checks before the year is over. And this video over here teaches you how to start a business selling products on Amazon. I have students that have replaced their entire 9-to-5 income by selling one product on Amazon. Thanks, guys, and I will see you in the next video.